Hi there, this is Bob Shupe. I'm with Cleaner Guys, Cleaning and Property Damage Restoration. I'm on my way to a mold inspection this morning. I thought I'd bring you along just to talk a little bit about what we do when it comes to mold remediation. This customer had a contractor doing some work on their house, discovered that there was some mold growing in the attic. So this customer called their insurance company, who gave us a call and asked us to go out and take a look at it. And he's a little bit concerned about what might be going on. So my initial inspection is, for one thing, is going to be to try and determine what the underlying cause of the damage is. It's kind of a wasted effort on anybody's part to do mold remediation if you don't figure out how the attic space is getting wet. And one of the key factors there is water. So if we can figure out where the water is getting into the attic, whether that's poor ventilation or if there's a roof leak or something like that going on, and sometimes actually just it's an old issue. The house could have been built wet. There could have been a roof replacement 10 years ago and it was leaking then, and that caused a mold problem to get started, and now it's just there and dormant, but it just needs to be cleaned. So we want to try and figure that out and then do a proposal for the remediation work for the customer and then get it done for them, and then everybody ends up happy in the end. Yeah, thanks for coming along. Alright, so I just finished this inspection. So there's been some changes to the house. It was built in the early 90s, so it looks like there's been a little bit of remodel work done in the past. And then the way that the house is configured and the property and the trees and the shadowing and things like that, it looks like probably there's just a low level condensation issue on the roof sheeting, probably in the seasonal changes. Particularly in the wintertime, you get a little bit of condensation on the sheeting, and that's just going to feed the mold. So it's probably grows for a short period of time during the year, and then it's dormant the rest, and then come around the season again, and it'll grow a little bit more. Most of the time, what we do in a situation where you really can't, there's no acute underlying problem to be corrected. It's just sort of, some basic ventilation problems. Obviously, we'll fix the insulation, open up all the blocking, get as good a ventilation in there as possible. But then usually what we'll do is the remediation part and then apply an antimicrobial sealer to the roof sheeting, so that will create a barrier between any mold spores or things like that come into the attic and the wood, so they don't have access to the food source. And the sealer also has an antimicrobial agent in it, so even if it gets a little bit of condensation on there, the mold won't grow on that sealer. So that's kind of an optional thing that we'll put in our proposal to him. And otherwise, it was a great time. I'll put together a full proposal and send it to him and see what he has to say. So thanks for coming along with me on this inspection. And of course, if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Post a comment or send me an email, bshoop@cleanerguys.com. Have a great day.